we've just made it to our camper van storage after over 20 hours of travel. The airline lost both of our luggage bags, so...
No clothes, not even a pair of pants to my name. So it's commando until Air China finds our box.
But we're literally just coming up to the van. It's been cleaned specially, MOT, fresh. Here it is.
No, the main thing I'm just worried about is the mould. It looks very clean compared to when we left it.
And Brian's in the back.
Hello everyone.
So yeah,
Brian came to pick us up in our own car so that we could get back. So now he's been having a snooze in the back.
a well-deserved snooze.
He had a Chang that we got from the airport.
Yeah, so Brian's been enjoying the business lounge
Beverage.
The business lounge, the
beverages.
beverages, right.
Well, I'm just going to dump it here for a minute and then...
I'm just hoping that the van has no mould or anything because we left it over winter for 3 months, so I'm hoping, hopefully there's no mould, hopefully it doesn't smell too bad. The fridge I did clean before we went and we did leave it slightly open, but...
Oh, I'm dreading it. It's
out.
like the whole, is it like a greenhouse in there?
I feel like they would have said if it was.
Right, let's go.
Let's go find out.
Yeah.
I'm nervous it's going to smell.
Oh.
There's never been a time that we've come back and it hasn't smelled
Brian,
a bit.
right, come on, quick quiz. Mould or no mould?
No mould.
No mould. I'm going with small remnants of mould.
Tiny bit of mould in the back maybe. Open up.
Oh, I haven't heard that sound in a while.
The sound of home.
Ready? Oh, don't tell me, what is it?
Doesn't smell. It doesn't smell.
I can't smell a thing.
Our stuff has fallen off. It's mainly tidy. Oh, we left it.
It smells like chow mein in here.
It smells like chow mein.
It does smell like
It smells
chow mein.
like chow mein.
Why would it smell like chow mein?
Well, if you want a good chow mein, you know where to come. No, by the looks of it, no mould.
No, it's all fresh in here. I don't know what Brian could smell.
Brian just smelt his armpit. Then he probably smelt my armpit.
Cool, it feels weird to be back
Oh
here.
my god, it's like, I don't know, it's like the van
It's
was
weird.
just a huge dream that I lived in it for like 9 months. And then now it's here, but...
Back home.
Now, is there any electric in the power banks? 98%. Can't go wrong with the Yeti 3000X.
That's it, smack it good.
Yeah, it needs a good smack. Well,
We're back home.
oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck here. Oh, there we go. Out. This is
going to let you out,
it's utter chaos. We're back on the road, back in the van.
Does it feel good to be home?
It does.
Just
weirdly.
not without our luggage though.
But then I've got no pants or socks or...
I don't know actually, we didn't take all of our clothes. So we
Basically-
do have some clothes here, but all the clothes we normally wear are in our bike box,
Yeah,
which
well,
is stuck in Beijing.
But I've got suits, so I'm going to be walking around in a suit and with pride. But then I've got no socks for the suit.
Right.
But does she start? Now, that's kind of a lie, because I know she starts because she passed her MOT.
Yeah, we literally MOT'd the van 3 days ago, so it's all good. He's all good.
So, the final test. I'm pleasantly surprised that there's no mould.
Oh, it feels so nice and cosy in here. It's really nice to be
But
back.
then you've
in
just
it,
got
actually.
that silly sausage dog from Brighton in a dress. Staring
Needs a
at
good
me.
dusting though.
Look, it's look 4 in a bed, Brian. Now, what we'll do when we drop Brian home, we'll do a quick tour, a dust check on Brian's
Oh
sideboards.
no.
There you go.
Why would I do that?
Yay.
But we never left him.
What would it take a seat demo?
Brian's
Hold on, Brian.
Hold on tight, Brian. You're in the right for your life.
We're just moving out the
I'm
space.
just moving out. Brian's not used to the van life.
I'm not used to this.
He's not a van lifer.
He's not a van lifer, but we might convince him otherwise. Who
Good
knows?
luck with that.
Right, let's go.
Right, now we've got to unload our few bits that we do have. Luckily, none of our electronics or anything we didn't check in anything of like major value. We've got our laptops, cameras, all that good
Apart
stuff.
from the drone.
Apart from the drone, we've got everything. So
Let this run.
just gonna go and get it out of the car, and then we're off. Like we never left.
I want to sit in the captain's seat.
Brian thinks he's the captain of this ship. Alright.
I love it.
Brian loves the van life, as in sitting in the van, but he wouldn't want to sleep in it, I don't think.
He's more of a.
He's a
he
home
likes
bird.
likes all the luxuries. Does Brian?
Right, so we get our. Let's show what luggage we do have.
So the only thing we do have is the suitcase that I've just completely brought everything out to get this camera out of.
So Emma's got a pair of jeans, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Wowsies. But never fear. All is well. We've lost all our possessions, but
Not
at
the
least we
mug.
kept the China Starbucks mug.
I was scared it would break, so I brought it in the hand.
Priorities.
Alright, let's get this into our home. Welcome back to Gino, our van. It's very nice to be back. When we first walked in, it was very tidy, but as we've gone through stuff, it's become very messy. So as of right this second, I'm in the van on my own, just going through everything, trying to organise a bit because it's a mess. But we've been having a bit of a crisis because when we came back from Thailand, all of our stuff didn't make it back with us. We checked in most of our stuff. We had a big motorbike box that we've been living out of for the last 3 months. All of our clothes, all of our souvenirs, that they weren't expensive, but it was more sentimental value. Just everything we have basically, apart from our electronics like our laptop, our cameras, stuff like that we brought with us in a suitcase, but everything else is stuck in Beijing, and it sounds like half of it just made it to Gatwick. So we flew from Bangkok Suvarnabhumi to Beijing, where we had a 1 hour layover where we were totally rushed. We had to run from one plane to the other very quickly, but during this rush there wasn't enough time for them to transfer the bags. We didn't know at the time, but when we landed in Gatwick, us and about 5 other people were just left waiting there without a bag, and they said to everyone else that their bag would be on the next flight the next day, i.e. today, this morning, but they couldn't account for our bags for some reason. And then as time went on, there was very little communication. On the English side, it's very poor communication at Gatwick. So I messaged our good friends at Tripot last night. Tripot is the tour company that arranged our whole trip to China. So I contacted them last night. They got into contact with the Beijing airport and actually managed to find out some information. So now we're a bit up to date. Basically, our blue rucksack has just made it to Gatwick today, just like the other people. They couldn't fit it on the plane and they've put it on the next one this morning, and hopefully it's going to get delivered to where we are right now, just charging the van. I don't know if it's going to arrive today or tomorrow, I don't know. We need to leave here in a few days, so I don't know how that's going to go. But in the blue bag, there isn't that much. In our motorcycle box, it has everything, right? And it turns out that at Beijing, they've put it through security and they're saying there's a battery in it. Now, you're not allowed to check in batteries, and I'm pretty certain we didn't check any batteries in. I have all of our batteries in the carry-on. I've got them all with me, including the drone batteries. The drone that we have is in the box. It's a very old drone. We took all the batteries out of it. It's just sort of the shell, so it's fine to check in. We've checked it in before. Last time we flew through China, the same kind of thing happened. It went through the security. The heat map showed that there was something that resembled perhaps a battery. We opened it all up and it was all fine. They didn't find anything. And I think it's the same sort of situation. I don't know if it's maybe flagging up the drone, even though there's no battery in it. That's my guess. But the problem here is it's a locked box. We've locked it with the key. We have the key. I don't know if they're going to have to smash it open or how they're going to get into it. But they're saying that we need to fill in a release form, print off this release form and say we're happy for them to open it and either dispose of the battery or whatever they find, or they will hold it for us whenever we return to Beijing. Hopefully they'll be able to open it without breaking the whole box, because even though we don't have a motorbike here in the UK, we wanted to use it in the van as like a little table when we go outside with our table and chairs, and it's a bit of a storage box. We didn't want to throw it away, so hopefully it arrives intact. But we literally flew on Dom's birthday. The flight was pretty good. Air China is really good, but when we landed in Gatwick, it was just like hurdle among hurdle. The first hurdle was getting a luggage rack. You have to have £1 to put in it now, like a trolley at a supermarket. Didn't have £1, so we had to queue up to try and convert some Chinese money. Got that all sorted, and then our luggage never came. And it's very hard to try and find anything out when they lose your luggage at Gatwick. It wasn't a fun experience trying to track down our luggage. It was quite a panic. I also lost the luggage tag, the little receipt, the little sticky sticker that they give you with your luggage number on, whatever. I left it on the plane, so I didn't have mine. But I have hope that we will get our bags back. The blue one's definitely coming. The box, I have faith in, because in China things just work. So I think they'll be on the ball and they'll get it here. They haven't lost it, they know where it is. That's the main thing. It's not like losing it with an EasyJet. So that is that situation. I'm just currently in the van trying to sort everything out because we're moving back in and it's a mess. It is a pure mess. I don't know what's happened. When we first got in here yesterday, when we arrived with Brian, we came to pick it up straight from the airport and it felt tidy then. So I don't know what's happened, but it's organisation time. I think part of the problem was before we left, I shoved stuff into bags rather than actually organise stuff. So for example, it's just like bags full of random stuff that doesn't have a home. Like what have we got in here? Oh, I've got a mouse. That will be useful. I've got some makeup stuff. Some letters, some socks. There's also just clothes everywhere, but just not clothes that we generally wear. A lot of them are quite wintry clothes now. Luckily, in the suitcase that did make it, because we carried it the whole way, in here are souvenirs. A lot of them did make it, including the Starbucks mug, which I was scared it was gonna break. With our other ones, we've got a Japan one, a Vietnam one, and now we have China. Ta-da! So the mug made it, but the bag that they gave us for free with it didn't make it. That's in the box. I'm just sort of still working out what's made it and what hasn't. We got 2 pictures in the market which are fully intact. In a market in China we bought these. I'm gonna hang these up in the van. These notebooks, we went into a corner shop in China and I love stationery, I'm addicted to stationery, and basically these books are in Loft. If you know Japan and you like stationery, Loft is like a very... It's just like heaven if you're a stationery addict, basically. It's a Japanese brand, but they do have it in Bangkok. And I went into Bangkok in Loft just before we left, and I saw these, which I bought in China, for £1 each. And they were selling them for, I think, £8 each in Loft. But these exact ones were in a corner shop in China for £1 each. Look at these, look how cool they are. I'm gonna open it and actually show you. They feel really good quality. It's a little notebook and the capybara spins around. It's very like thick spongy material, and yeah, it's just a notebook, but it's just really cute. Capybara, have a good day. So I got that one for £1. Because it was so cheap, I managed to convince Dom that we should buy them. And this is the second one. He's just laying down with a fan. I don't know, just really cute. So yeah, they made it. Also, a magnet from Suzhou, which is really good quality. The souvenirs in China are really good pricing, very like affordable, cheap. This was very cheap. I can't remember how much it was off the top of my head. I think it was £2 for the cutest magnet ever. And we don't have a magnetic fridge here, but we like put them on the microwave. So that's got a home. That's basically all that made it. So wish me luck in this conquest of mess.